The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 World Championship Series is off to a fantastic start. With 2 races in the books, just 3 points separate the leader, Jamie Durand, and the defending series champ, Lee Daniel. Now they come to the Ohio River to do battle at the Grand Prix of Ohio. Powerboat Nationals racing from Marietta starts now. Race fans, welcome to Ohio's first city, Marietta, where Powerboat Nationals is ready to take on a fast and tricky Ohio River at the 2019 Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar. Hello again, fans. Jared Romsberg here alongside the RMG Sports crew. Always happy to come back to Marietta, one of the most popular stops on the tour. Let's talk about ProTunnel 1 qualifying in the pre-race show presented by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Use the power of television to sell more property. Learn more at rmgtv.us. The waters of the Ohio River were too high for a dock start, so the PT1 boats had to use a rolling start for their heat races. 2, Lee Daniel earned the pole position in time trials and led the fleet to the first turn. 9, Jamie Durand stayed right with Daniel in second, and 2017 Series champ 7, Mark Jacob, came along in third. 55, John Eddy was back in fourth, trying to move up and get a solid starting position for the feature race, while 2015 Series champ Jeff Reno was trying to get by Eddy for position. No one would get by the general, and Lee Daniel won the first PT1 heat race. In the second heat, 69, Dean Durand was on the pole with 34, Jeff Reno to his right. Reno launched away with the lead when the flag flew, and 7, Mark Jacob came up and pestered Durand for second. But Durand had his hopes set on taking the lead, and he moved past Reno, leaving the 34 to deal with his fellow past champion Mark Jacob for second. A lap later, current series points leader Jamie Durand brought the Naples Marco Island Everglades boat to the inside of Jacob, and the 9 grabbed second place coming out of turn 4. Seconds later, Jamie moved to the inside of her dad, Dean, and sent Papa back to second out of turn 2. Mark Jacob and Dean Durand had the crowd on its feet, cheering as they put on a multi-lap side-by-side battle, thrilling the Marietta crowd. Jacob would grab the position. 2-time series champion Lee Daniel had moved up to challenge Dean Durand for third. When he got by him, they both saw the 9 boat dead in the water on the front stretch, meaning that they all moved up one slot as Jamie Durand watched her lead disappear. 2 laps later, Jacob's boat had trouble, slowing on the race course, and Lee Daniel moved up into the lead. Jacob got back into the throttle, but Dean Durand came up and moved the Nashville Marine 7 into third. Seconds later, John Eddy would come by, taking third away from Jacob. All this action wasn't even a distraction to the number 2 Goldmec Mechanical Contractors boat, and Lee Daniel made it a clean sweep, earning the pole position for the ProTunnel 1 U.S. National Championship race in Marietta.
Well, we've been coming here ever since it started, and we've been close. I think we've won 1 here, so when you qualify on the pole, you feel lucky.
Here's the starting order for the ProTunnel 1 U.S. National Championship in Marietta. Dean Durand will start second, and John Eddy is third. World Championship points leader Jamie Durand will have her work cut out for her, starting back in fourth, next to the 2017 Series champ Mark Jacob in fifth. Fans, we're just getting started. We have so much racing on a beautiful day in Marietta, Ohio, coming up right after this.
This presentation of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the Grand Prix of Ohio is brought to you by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Promote more real estate listings to more potential buyers with television. Contact RMG today to learn more. PowerboatNationals.com, the official website of Powerboat Nationals. By the Marietta, Washington County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Marietta, Ohio's first adventure. And by RMG Sports on social media. Subscribe to RMG Sports on YouTube and like RMG Sports on Facebook today.
With all of the marketing options out there, finding buyers for real estate can be a complicated and expensive endeavor. One thing remains true: television cuts through the clutter. RMG provides real estate professionals across the United States with a convenient, affordable option that promotes dozens of listings using broadcast, cable, satellite, and on-demand streaming television. RMG helps your agency recruit top sales talent, build your agency's brand, promote other services, and most importantly, sell more property. The process is easy. The service is affordable. The advantages are many. Contact RMG today for a free, no-obligation proposal for your agency. We'll research your market and create customized options, showing the many ways our programs will help your agency, aside from selling more property. We're ready to put our experience and expertise to work for you and your agency. Visit us online and contact RMG today to learn more.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar is brought to you by RMGSports.net. Watch RMG Sports Productions on demand for free at RMGSports.net.
Race fans, welcome back to Marietta, Ohio, where, as happens every year, the shoreline here on the Ohio River is jammed with fans. Always an amazing turnout for the Riverfront Roar, and we thank everyone in Marietta for their support. They were treated to a ton of racing. The Outlaw boats were back with Powerboat Nationals, and 47 Spencer Toon led the fleet in the opening laps. Straight out of Hazard County, the 01 of Brian Olteg was in second, with 19 Bart Schaefer in third. These two put on a show for the fans until Schaefer spun the country dog in turns 3 and 4. 33 Chip Wavero shot by, taking the last step on the podium, but the top step belonged to Spencer Toon as he won the Outlaw feature race in Marietta. In the ProTunnel 2 class, Steve Merleau rocketed off the dock and took the lead immediately. 67 Leland Broge was the series world championship points leader, but rookie Mike Harris in the 30 moved Broge back to third at the start. Newcomer B.G. Summers is from upriver in Pittsburgh, but fourth is the best the 45 would do in Marietta. The 66 stayed ahead of everyone, and Steve Merleau won the ProTunnel 2 feature race in Marietta. Buckle your chin strap, fans. It's time for Hydrocross highlights from Marietta. Christian Daly dominated in qualifying, but after the second heat, the 51 boat had engine trouble. To get into the main, Daly borrowed one of Eric Gabriel's backup skis. But when he took it out for warm-ups, the loaner had battery issues, and the pole sitter, Christian Daly, would be forced to sit out the main event in Marietta. When Course Marshal Randy raised the flag, the fleet blasted away. '99, Matt Johnson led the field to the first pin, taking the whole shot and the lead ahead of 30, Eric Gabriel, and series points leader 22, Tom Keller. As they went into the first turns, 29, Eric Degler narrowly avoided disaster as he was bucked off his ski. Course Marshal Randy helped him up, and he was back on his ski unharmed. All Hydrocross riders must ride around a separate buoy known as the Joker buoy at least once during the race. Matt Johnson held the lead for 4 laps until he took his trip around the Joker, surrendering the lead to the defending series champion, Kyle Hayes. When Johnson came back onto the course, third place 30, Eric Gabriel, was waiting for him. It took him a couple of laps, but Gabriel was able to catch up to Johnson, shoot to the inside, and send the 99 packing back to third. Leader Kyle Hayes waited till near the race's midway point to take his trip around the Joker buoy. When he came back on, the 30 was waiting for him, and Eric Gabriel grabbed P1. But Gabriel's stay in front was brief. Seconds after taking the lead, he missed a buoy. When you do that, you have to take an extra trip around the Joker buoy as a penalty. This allowed Kyle Hayes to retake the lead with Matt Johnson in second. Tom Keller moved back into third, but he too was guilty of a buoy infraction, and the points leader had to make an extra Joker run, allowing Gabriel to grab the last podium slot. Kyle Hayes won a feature race in Marietta last year, and he would see victory in Ohio again, as the number 1 took first place in the Hydrocross main event in Marietta. Tom Keller and Kyle's brother Wyatt Hayes rounded out the top 5 Hydrocross finishers at the 2019 Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar. All right, race fans, it's showtime. The ProTunnel 1 fleet is assembled at the dock that was a couple feet underwater yesterday. They're all lined up and ready to go. Lee Daniel, number 2, is on the pole. Right next to him, Dean Durand. Jamie Durand, our points leader, further back in the pack. We're going to keep an eye on that. But right now, it's time, fans. Drop that flag! We're racing in Marietta!
Looking good, you're looking good right there.
Lee's on the inside, Lee's on the inside.
Burn it all hard, you gave it to...
All right, now come to Lee, you got it, it's yours.
Lee Daniel has the inside line, but around the outside comes Jeff Reno in the Klockner Metals 34, the 2015 Series champion, explodes out of turn 4 and rockets into the lead as we start lap 1 of the 30-lap main event here on the Ohio River in Marietta. Mark Jacob, the 2017 Series champion, now trying to move up alongside of John Eddy. This is a battle for fourth. Oh, caution! The red flag's out on the first lap. Jeff Reno, everyone has to come to a stop. Jamie Durand is stalled in between turns 3 and 4. She never made it on the front stretch after the launch. Something wrong with the Naples Marco Island Everglades boat.
Throttle stuck. Throttle stuck on the floor? Yeah.
There you heard it, fans. She's got a stuck throttle. She had to shut it down for safety reasons. They're going to go over the number 9 boat, see if they can get her back underwater. We'll start it again right after this.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar is brought to you by the Marietta Washington County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Marietta, Ohio's first adventure.
Race fans, welcome back to Marietta, Ohio, where you can see Jamie Durand, our series points leader, having mechanical troubles at the start of the race, brought the caution out. Sam Haraway, Art Schaefer working on that boat, but I'm afraid she's out of time. The fleet has already reassembled at the dock. With Jamie absent from the dock, everyone from Mark Jacob on back will slide up one notch. It is now showtime. The fuel pumps are on. The canopies are closed. All eyes are now on the flagman as we say, drop that flag. Flag is up. And we're racing again in Marietta.
You got to stretch. Just run your course.
Lee Daniel moves ahead with the lead, but here they go side by side for second behind him. Jeff Reno in the 34 moves alongside of Dean Durand. They're going to try to make it 3 wide as they go down the front stretch. Lee Daniel pulls away with the lead. Side by side they go for second. Jeff Reno on the outside. He moves away from Durand. Now he's going to try to move up alongside and battle for the lead as they go into turn 1 for the first time in this 30-lap race. Jeff Reno holding on to the engine cowl of Lee Daniel. Look at this, fans, going side by side on the backstretch for the lead on lap 1. Lee Daniel trying to move away on the inside. He's got the preferred line, but look at Reno side by side into 3. Here they go through 3 and 4 under the bridge. They're going to go shoulder to shoulder out of 4. No, they're not. Jeff Reno hammers down, trims it up. Now they're going 3 wide behind them for third. Side by side, they come down the front stretch. Michael Floyd in the 75, John Eddy in the 55. Michael Floyd moves ahead and takes 4th away from Eddy. Action hot and heavy here in the opening laps of this race on the Ohio River, as now John Eddy tries to move to the inside of Michael Floyd, but Floyd will have none of that. He powers away on that back stretch with 4th and sets his sights on the 69 boat of Dean Durand in 3rd. Meanwhile, up front, Jeff Reno trying to stretch his lead away from Lee Daniel. Jeff Reno, Okeechobee, Florida native, 2015 Series champion here in the ProTunnel 1 ranks of Powerboat Nationals. Having a fantastic day so far. Didn't qualify very well, qualified back on the dock, but man, an incredible start. Put the Klockner Metals 34 boat right up front, went around everybody in the first set of turns and took the lead. Not an easy thing to do to take the lead from this guy. Lee Daniel, our 2-time Series champion, defending Series champion. came into Marietta with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He finished second behind Jamie Durand in our last race in Guntersville, Alabama. That was the first time he finished second in nearly a year. He's won every race he's been in. He's looking to get back on a winning streak. Right behind him, it's Jamie's dad, Dean Durand, in the 69. He was ecstatic in Guntersville watching his daughter, Jamie Durand, make history in Powerboat Nationals. She became the first woman to ever win a Powerboat Nationals Pro Tunnel 1 race. And you would have needed dynamite to take the smile off of his face after that race. He doesn't have time to linger. Michael Floyd starting to make some time up on him on the backstretch. Here comes Michael Floyd on the outside. Look at the power behind the Uncle Dan's ice cream boat. They're going to go shoulder to shoulder into turn 3. Michael Floyd in the 75 hasn't been in a Pro Tunnel boat in over 4 years, fans, and now he's starting to compete for that final slot on the podium. Look at the power starting to make some time. Here he comes up alongside of Dean Durand. This is a battle for third, side by side into turn 1. Floyd has the outside line. Here he goes. He's going to try to get some momentum out of the turn. Michael Floyd's nickname is the Hurricane. We might have to start calling him the Ice Cream Man because he's getting some really good exposure for that Uncle Dan's old-fashioned ice cream sponsor. Here he comes, revving up alongside of Dean Durand again in the turn 3. He's going to have to thread the needle with the lapper. Chris Hotel to the outside, just feet apart. They were doing about 107 miles an hour going into that turn, fans. Here they go, going to try to make it side by side again. Michael Floyd on the outside, coming up alongside of Dean Durand. Battle for third, going into 1. Floyd has the advantage because he closed the door on him. Yes, he does. Michael Floyd now into third. Dean Durand slides back to fourth. He's got to be watching his mirrors for that 7 Nashville Marine boat of Mark Jacob. Always a threat to get around you. All this fighting behind him has allowed our leaders to build up a little bit of a lead. Jeff Reno is your leader here in Marietta, but right behind him our defending series champion Lee Daniel. We're going to ride along with him as we go out to a break. Fans, don't move. We have plenty more PT1 racing here in Marietta coming up right after this.
How is your company using video? When it comes to advertising, are you taking full advantage of television, the internet, and social media to promote your business? Is your company using video to educate your employees and contractors, or to teach customers how to use your product safely and properly? RMG provides business video support services that help companies use video efficiently and effectively. Learn more. Contact RMG.
This segment of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar is brought to you by RMG Sports on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel today.
Fans, welcome back to the Ohio River in Marietta, Ohio. Powerboat Nationals racing in full effect. We're in the waning laps of this race. Pro Tunnel 1 feature race here at the Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar. You're riding on board with second place Lee Daniel. Your leader is this guy, Okeechobee, Florida's Jeff Reno. Blackner Metals 34 boat started back in the pack, but as soon as that green flag dropped, fans, I'm here to tell you, the dragon on the side of that boat ignited, and that 34 boat shot to the lead quickly. Lee Daniel, our defending series champion, 2-time champion, back in second, trying to catch up to Jeff Reno. Not an easy thing to do when that 34 boat gets out in front of that clean water. Right behind Daniel, maybe this is slowing Daniel up. He's got the Hurricane, Michael Floyd, or should we call him the Ice Cream Man? He's got that Uncle Dan's old-fashioned ice cream sponsor, and man, he is showing it off today. Here he comes up on the outside of our second place driver. That's Lee Daniel. Got to thread the needle, get past Alyssa Petroni in the Gulf Racing Fuels number 12 boat. She smartly moves off to the side and lets the faster boats go by. They work hard to catch up to Lee Daniel. This is his first race with Powerboat Nationals this year, running a limited schedule, is the 34 boat. He's our 2015 series champion. As we watch our 2-time series champion have some trouble out of turn 2, and that's going to allow Michael Floyd to pull up alongside. He's got to thread the needle. Chris Odell, a rookie on the outside, he moves off to the side. But man, look at this. This is over 100 miles an hour on top of the water, fans. The front runners trying to get through this pack of rookies as they move through the fleet. Whoa, look out. Michael Floyd goes right into the rooster tail of Lee Daniel. He had no choice. He has the lapper of Don Hendricks on the outside of him. And the leader is slowing on the backstretch. Jeff Reno having trouble on the backstretch. He's come to a stop in the middle of the backstretch. This isn't a battle for second, fans. This is now a battle for the lead as Jeff Reno sits silent on the backstretch. Here comes Lee Daniel. Daniel goes by and takes the lead here in Marietta. Michael Floyd moves to the outside. He's going to take the lead, but Jeff Reno A disaster for the Klockner Metals 34 as it sits silently now in the middle of the backstretch. No caution. They say everybody can see him. They can go around. Lee Daniel says, that's fine with me. I'm in the lead. Tries to move away, and that Gold Mechanical Contractor's number 2, but you can see the yellow top of Michael Floyd right behind him. Michael Floyd, he's looping around on the outside trying to maintain some momentum, and it seems to be working now. Here they go. He's trying to pull up alongside of Daniel. Battle for the lead with 3 laps to go in this race. Got to move right past. There is our former leader, Jeff Reno, zipping by. Michael Floyd trying to make some time on Lee Daniel, trying to make a statement here. This is his comeback race 4 years ago. He had a wreck here in Marietta. Took him 4 years to get back into this sport. And man, is he coming back in style. The 75 started all the way back in 7th, and he is now battling for the lead with 2 laps to go. Here he comes up on the outside, fans. Rough water of the Ohio River, lots of current, lots of debris. Floyd trying to power up alongside of our defending series champion. Here they go side by side, shoulder to shoulder down the backstretch. A lap and a half remains here in Ohio, and I can tell you, fans, there is nobody in their seat on the shore. Everybody's standing. Whoa, look out. Lee Daniel just skipped his way through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Michael Floyd on the outside. They're going to go shoulder to shoulder in front of the fans. Battle for the lead with the white flag in the air. Race fans, you can't get it any better than this. Michael Floyd stays on the throttle a second longer. Lee Daniel holds onto the inside line. He's going to be able to do anything. No, he skips through 1 and 2. Michael Floyd moves ahead with the lead. A storybook finish to this race. Michael Floyd, who wrecked here 4 years ago, comes back to Marietta to not just compete. He takes the lead on the final lap, and he's on his way to his first Powerboat Nationals ProTunnel 1 win. Out of 4 he goes, trims it up in front of the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a hurricane coming. Michael Floyd wins in Marietta. Lee Daniel finishes 2nd. Dean Duran's gonna come in 3rd. Man, what a show. Fans, don't move. We'll have more in the post-race show from Marietta right after this.
With all of the marketing options out there, finding buyers for real estate can be a complicated and expensive endeavor. One thing remains true. Television cuts through the clutter. RMG provides real estate professionals across the United States with a convenient, affordable option that promotes dozens of listings using broadcast, cable, satellite, and on-demand streaming television. RMG helps your agency recruit top sales talent, build your agency's brand, promote other services, and most importantly, sell more property. The process is easy. The service is affordable. The advantages are many. Contact RMG today for a free, no-obligation proposal for your agency. We'll research your market and create customized options, showing the many ways our programs will help your agency, aside from selling more property. We're ready to put our experience and expertise to work for you and your agents. Visit us online and contact RMG today to learn more.
This presentation of Powerboat Nationals Racing of the Grand Prix of Ohio at the Marietta Riverfront Roar was brought to you by RMG's Real Estate Marketing Services. Promote more real estate listings to more potential buyers with television. Contact RMG today to learn more. PowerboatNationals.com, the official website of Powerboat Nationals. By the Marietta, Washington County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Marietta, Ohio's first adventure. And by RMG Sports on social media. Subscribe to RMG Sports on YouTube and like RMG Sports on Facebook today.
Fans, welcome back to Marietta, where you're riding along with our winner, Michael Floyd, as he grabs the checkered flag and prepares to do his victory lap here as we welcome you to the RMGSports.net post-race show. Watch all of RMG Sports' TV productions on demand for free at RMGSports.net. Take a look at the official results of this race. Lee Daniel and Dean Durand are your podium finishers behind Michael Floyd. 2017 Series champ Mark Jacob and John Eddy round out the top 5 finishers here in Marietta. Mikey Young has your winner.
I'll tell you what, one of the most exciting races I've ever seen. Michael Floyd making the pass with less than a half lap to go on a 30-lap race. You have got to be ecstatic.
Well, I was practicing that last lap pass for 30 laps. I was on lead looking for a hole, waiting on him to make a mistake. They were few and far between. You know, I wanted this real bad. I settled for third for a little while, and when I saw Reno stopped on the backstretch, I was like, I'm going to go for it. You know, my boat likes to go through corners fast, so I was trying to use that to my advantage. It don't matter how many laps you lead, you got to lead the last one. That's the only one that counts. This boat had primer on it, no wiring, no rigging in March. And we've been working on it constantly, day and night, trying to get it ready. It had not been in the water. It had been in the water for a couple of minutes before I came here. I never made a lap in it.
The Grand Prix of Ohio at Marietta also served as Powerboat Nationals U.S. National Championship. The points leader after this race earns that trophy, and it goes to Lee Daniel, as this win lets him leap back over Jamie Durand to take the points lead. Jamie Durand, her father Dean, John Eddy, and rookie Don Hendricks round out your top 5 point getters at Powerboat Nationals PT1 World Championship Series. Fans, we had an absolute blast here in Marietta, and we thank you so much for watching, and we congratulate all of our winners here at the Grand Prix of Ohio. For everyone with Powerboat Nationals, I'm Jared Romsberg. Thank you, Marietta. We'll see you 24/7 at PowerboatNationals.com.